It's playoff time, Westchester United fans. We are here at Kildare's Field in Westchester, Pennsylvania for a Keystone West semifinal match between home side Westchester United SC in white and away side Electric City Shock in the neon yellow. I'm Phil Boda, and today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by, of course, Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game in Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember, keep it fresh. Fans, last time these teams met was 2 short weeks ago and resulted in a 2-1 victory for the wayside Electric City Shock. Westchester were down a player for most of the match as an early red card was awarded to their side. However, the playoffs is a different story. Westchester has brought in some of their heavy hitters for their match today, and the likes of Ken Roby and Dylan Lacey, number 24, who's starting today. Both of those players across multiple leagues, USL2, APSL, a ton of goals between them. Not to mention the golden boot man himself, Ridge Robinson, number 10, always lethal at the top. Electric City Shock, they brought their own set of heavy hitters, mainly Tony Yaboa. He has 4 goals on the season. He's even scored one against Westchester United. He was not available for their previous matchup, so I'll be anxious to see what he can bring to the pitch today. It's a beautiful night for some summer soccer. This match was previously scheduled for yesterday, but due to inclement weather, we had to postpone it just one more day, but I'm glad we did so. Folks, just to set the stage, provide some stakes for the match. Obviously, it is a semifinal. Should we be level at the end of 90, we will go to 30 minutes of extra time, no golden goal. Should we be level after that, it will go to PKs. The winner of this will move on to the Keystone West Conference Final and play either the winner of the PA Classics or the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. That conference final will be on this Saturday, July 12th at 1 p.m. An early foul called here by center referee Phil David. We've seen this referee time and time again. A good one, very consistent. We'll see how he manages this contentious match, especially with what happened last time. I mean, there's a red card for a rough rebuttal. There was also some hard challenges from Luca Malor, number 12, onto the goalkeeper of Shock. That caused a lengthy stoppage, so let's see how the center referee will handle this one. So far, pretty gentle, all things considered. Good challenge on the side, and that is Reed Cash keeping it in for the Shock. Bengura, he wins that for his side, and Malor to recycle it around. Last time these teams met, Malor was actually higher up on the pitch, more in that center attacking role. This is kind of where he's normally supposed to be, in that defensive line, center defensive mid area. Here's Wilson looking for Ridge. He ran the wrong way this time, but Ridge will always be looking for those runs. The Shock will use their width nicely, especially with number 2 here, Reed Cash. Extremely speedy on this channel. He's going to be looking for Nicholas Dawamina, number 10, at the top. Has great agility and balance. Dawamina, he's always going to look to get that tiny inch of space, put a shot on. He has a number of goals on the season, 4 in the NPSL. Here's Malor. Charlie Wilson. Trying to keep Dylan Lacey on the run. That one intercepted. A challenge nonetheless, a foul, all things considered. Bengura always going to put his body on the line for the team. He was rising up against number 13, Andrew Beagle. Here's McGrain's first touch. Mensah Mensa, this is a player that loves to move forward into the attack. We'll see that number 20 stream up the center of the pitch any chance that he gets. The player's already yelling at the referee for soft calls, but as long as he's consistent, he wants to keep this one tight. It is a semifinal match. The lid could be blown off quickly. One errant challenge, one elbow, one jump, one knee in the back. That's all it takes. Malor. Slack, he gets that one poked away, but is able to find a teammate. That is John Ricks. He goes flying. That challenge happened right outside the box. John Ricks, 2 goals, 3 assists in the APSL. None so far in the NPSL. He's going to be looking to get on the tally sheet tonight. That was a good run in. Had to be some desperate defending from the side in yellow. Lacey standing over it. El Cahoon as well. It'll be Lacey. No, Cahoon with the lefty. That one almost trickles through. I'll be knotted out for our first corner of the match. El Cahoon, very physical player in that center defensive mid spot. He's shown a little bit of finesse here. Let's see what he can do on the corner. That one looping in, middle of the box. Good punch there from McGrain as Coley nods it in. Malor just trying to do something to redirect that towards goal. That one out for a goal kick. Number 8, as Coley, the lone goal scorer the last time these teams met, had a nice shot from distance. Was always going in the upper 9, but took a fortunate deflection, rooted the goalkeeper to the spot, and went into the back of the net. That leveled the sides at 1-1. Then in the second half, the Shock took the lead and held it the rest of the 90. Rushmore. Just a little bit too long there. I think that was Connell McErlin. Charlie Wilson. Normally Westchester, they look to play the channels, move it in, move it out as quickly as they can. It's where they do a lot of their work, is that midfield, using that 4-2-3-1 formation. Now putting some heavy pressure on as Coley might be forcing the turnover. Good step there from Charlie Wilson. Mensa, only as far as Ridge. El Cahoon, told you, he's all over the place. Always going to be chasing that ball. Dawamina now, he could break. Do have one to stop him up, and that's Marcus Brennis. It's been a while since I've seen Brennis. He's had a couple of months off. Let's see how he does. Reed Cash, though, for now. He moves it to the center. Teammate, though, not wary to that one. Reed Cash back on the ball. He swings it in. Bengura, he just has to clear his lines. Fortunate that one hit off the light post. It didn't go into the swamp here. You'd be chasing that one after the game. Cash to throw us in. He's looking for Dawamina. He's always going to go off the back shoulder. I told you, quick on the shot. That one always wide. Been seeing some good movement from number 19 on the electric shock. That's Tony Yaboa. They're going to be looking for him, the 4-goal man. Charlie Wilson, though, one of the best defenders on the squad. He's going to be looking at him all night long. Nice give and go there from the home side. El Cahoon, he gets that one tackled. Bacola Bealey. Cash. That one off the mark. Slack had that one under his feet. A good Little flick on there from Ridge Robinson. He plays it back. It's this one-touch passing. And eventually, it's Mensah there to clean it up. That's a good recovery speed from the center back in the electric shock. He's got those long legs of the law. We'll see those kind of challenges all night long. Still it remains, though, with Westchester. Malore. Oh, a cheeky little ball there from Slack. Mensah. That's a late challenge, and that will be a free kick. He'll be lucky to stay out of the pocket, I think. As Coley, he took that one right on the shins, right above where his little shin guards are. That one's going to sting. I think Mensah, like we talked about at the top of the program, folks, loves to be on the ball, wants to stream forward. But I think in that instance, maybe it would have been better to clear his lines than try to dribble out, especially with the collapse from the home side. Dylan Lacey will stand over it. He's got 1 goal so far in the NPSL, 12 in the APSL, and 1 in the USL 2. A goal-scoring machine, this man. Bit of a hothead, though, if you get on the wrong side of him. Usually early yells. Let's see what he does. A nice strike through. The wall does its job. Ricks and Malore collapsing on it. Moore, he'll push that one out. Dylan Lacey, they're going to look to put him on the ball as often as possible. Like we said, 14 goals across all competitions. That's somebody you want in that attacking third. Switching the pace of play. Cash sees a lot of the ball in this formation. Rushmore, he has to clear his lines. Didn't get all of that one. He just flings it up. Dwamina, he can't handle that as Coley comes up with it. Slack to try to move it on. Back with the shock it goes. Cash with a long ball in. Can Malore read it? He can't. There's one behind him. McGurlin. Ooh. And a beautiful, or that's Brian Marshall, excuse me. Well done there from Tino Nace. Marshall was listed as a substitute, but looks like he'll be starting number 17. Malore. He boots that one up. This is some good aggression from the side of Westchester. Really trying to put the pressure on. Normally, they're the ones that score first. And that's because of their midfield pressure. That one over Dwamina. Malore spikes it into the center, and Charlie Wilson comes to his aid. Another foul given. Some of these late tackles from the shock. Yes, the ball's away, but you got the man in the end. Slack. That one went out of bounds. I think both teams would do well to pass the ball around a little bit, feel their way into the game. Yes, sometimes it's good to attack, try to get some shot on goals, but sometimes you need some touches as well when you're at game speed. Find and move around the shape. Dwamina not able to handle that one, and out it goes. Ricks to put us in. Brennis. Alcahoon. That one called on Coley this time. Consistency is key. And I like that. You cannot complain. As long as you're calling every single one. Let's see how long you can keep it up. That's endurance from the referee. Rushmore. To Mensah. Gonzalez. That first touch let him down. Lacey picked his pocket.
Oh my fucking God!
Henry started here. Malor. He flings it out wide. Finds Ricks in open space. He's got to get around one. Cannot do so. Now the shock. They could move forward. Numbers about even. Going to switch the pace of play. Bengura. He was not able to bring that down cleanly and commits the foul. This one in a dangerous spot. A few yards from the 18. That was a good change of pace there from the shock. They held it up for an instant, saw the runner going, back shoulder, tried to get it to him, forced an error from the side in white. Now they have to deal with the set piece. All 11 members behind the ball. Dawamina. Looks like he's going to be the one to line up in front of it. Iboa might just roll it out to him, get that touch. Maybe shift the wall a little bit, cause him to jump. He can have the strike, or maybe not. Dawamina to stand over it himself. He was going for goal. You could see it in his eyes. He had no one else in his sights but the sticks. Mace, another save for him. Gives that one a heave. Gave Slack something to think about. Rushmore able to move that one on. Rick's doing well enough. Just pinged around here. Neither team able to settle it just now. Lacey might be able to do just that. Bernace. Ricks. This is the kind of play I want to see from Westchester. Just probe a little bit, see where the shape is going to be, see where the gaps are going to be. It's okay to move it back, then move it forward, try again. Prentice. A long ball, just too tall there for El Cajon to handle. After all that patience, maybe not the right ball forward, but I liked El Cajon in that space. Good shoulder challenge from Ascoli, good strength from him. Lacey finds a one-time to Wilson. He tries to wiggle around Cash. We know Lacey's got the footwork. Gonzalez stands tall though. Ascoli to keep it for his side. Brennis. To Malor. Now a shift of play here from Westchester. Ricks. He goes for an early cross. It's looping. Very inviting. A little too far though. The white jerseys to gather it up. Wilson, he has a little bit of space to drive. El Cajon, not able to handle that. Here's Cole. He tries to split the D, ends up splitting his runners instead. Ascoli, always keeping his head up. He has 3 assists on the season. Ridge, he'll take any challenger on. Ton of strength in the captain. Rushmore. Cole. Well worked here from the shock. Now they're streaming forward. It's a 4v4. Dawamina thought he was just going to take on the world. Ends up leaving it off there for Cole. Doamina still handles it, and then pushing it back there from Ricks. And the foul will be given. It's been very tight so far between these squads. Not much has separated them just yet. Cash will be the one to stand over this. Looks like for the Shock, they're going to do a bunch, maybe run to the penalty spot, try to lose a marker in the madness. Get a free header on. This about man coverage. Stick with your marker as best you can. Oh, Bengura, he was dragged to the turf there by Rushmore. Rushmore, number 4, he's got 1 goal in the season for the Shock. Probably came off with such a set piece as that. Bengura doing well to hold him off. Tino Nace, you know, he's not shy to be on the ball. Malor. That's a good step there from the Shock. Here, that's Colorbile. Now a foul is given. See Mensa, number 20 for the Shock, moving forward. He's got some length to him. He's going to be looking to nod this one in. A little far out to go for goal. Going to try to maybe lob it up to that top of the 18. Maybe get a flick on. That's Cash. He goes all the way to the penalty spot. Nace comes to gather, and he does. He releases Lacey, though. He's at full sprint. He has to go one-on-one with Rushmore. He pokes it on. Slack, though. Thought he was going to take the one-on-one. Cash. He had to shield that one, as McGrain was a little bit late coming off his line. Tons of confusion there off the quick release from the Westchester goalkeeper. You'd like to see Lacey maybe go one-on-one with Rushmore there. As then, you know, Slack kind of clearing the space, providing a channel. Uh-oh, giveaway right in the middle of the pitch. As Coley, he can score from range, lays it off to Slack. Lacey turns it to Ridge Robinson. Is he on sides is the question. So far he is. Ridge going one-on-one. He goes to the middle as Coley! Oh! Groans from the crowd, groans from the broadcaster. Tomas Coley. He saw his name in lights. That was well orchestrated from the side of Westchester, taking advantage of that giveaway. Mensa, he's got to focus up. Sometimes he has an eye for the opposite goal, has to keep an eye on his own. Slack, a flick on, but he's the furthest man forward. Here's Gonzalez. Finds Doamina. Like we said, good balance and agility from the striker. Ridge Robinson gets upended, but the foul not called this time. Doamina, a little further back than he would like. He sends it to Mensa. Here's Cash. Mensa once more. He looks for an early ball in. Nace. He read that one all the way. Another save for the goalkeeper in orange. Slack. Another foul given here. Gonzalez, he was about to complain about it, but he knew what he did. Slack, though, a little bit fortunate. Kind of lost his vision there when the ball came through. He's got to be a little bit more preemptive from those releases from Nace. You know he's going to be looking long. Slack, we've seen him score from this distance on such a set piece. The last time he did so was on the opposite end of the pitch, a little bit further to the left of the box. This time, straight on. Shot on goal. Oh, that one barely whistling by the post. A good effort there from Slack. You can feel it, folks. Westchester knocking on the door. We're in the 24th minute, still about halfway through this first half. Good chances from either side. It's about that one opportunity. That's what we love about the game of soccer. Ricks. He's always going to have to be looking over his shoulder, though Amina loves the back shoulder run. Malor. He was surveying his options. Didn't see much. Bengura. To Malor. He gives that one a launch. Sends some runners forward. Lacey couldn't track it in the setting sun. Does force Rushmore to make an awkward clearance. Fortunate for the home side to move up the pitch this way. Ascoli, he does well in a tiny bit of space. Lacey laid off to Slack. That first touch, though, a little bit ahead of him. Bumped off his line, though, from Cash. Expert defending from him. See, once again, that's a little bit of that preemptiveness from Slack. He's got to expect that ball each and every time. Will be corner, though, the second of the match here for the side in white. El Cajon put this in. Another in-swinging ball. McGrain, a similar duty to the last set piece. He punches that away. Now we have a one-on-one. Boha stood up there by Malor. He wins that 1v1. Now he's trapped in his own defensive third. How can he wiggle out of this one? He does so, finds Lacey. Westchester doing really well in what was supposed to be a precarious situation. Ridge, the outlet. Cut inside there from Ridge. Well read once again from Cash. Ricks now on the opposite side. But he go one-on-one. He goes for a long range after the deflection off the post. Gonzalez doing everything he can to just clear it. To Charlie Wilson, though, is as far as it goes. Ridge to Lacey. He can have a shot from range. He does! Another leaping effort from McGrain. Keeps that out of the back of the net. It's a good spell here from Westchester. That first shot took a deflection, had McGrain rooted to the spot, hit off the post, no crashing runners. And then Lacey finding that itty-bitty piece of space, puts another one in. But McGrain, so long, got down quickly, kept that one out. Well done from him. That's some of the toughest parts about being a goalkeeper, is getting low, real quick, covering the gap between your arm, your quad, and the ground. Cash, he's looking for a friend. Finds it in Beagle. They will stay with Westchester. El Cajon. Iboha spiking the ire of the center referee for the words he had for the AR. Lacey, he goes for a switch of field. Ricks to bring it down. Ascoli. Charlie Wilson feigns the long ball, goes centrally with it. Brennis. Now they go long for real. Ricks, he's able to track that one and bring it down. He was working on those long ball traps during the pregame. That's what he's there to do, create the width for his squad. Cole. I believe that was, yeah. Beagle, who went low. Iboha. He clips it to the back post. He had a runner there. Ball just not good enough then for Brian Marshall to bring it down. was a good recovery run from number 23, El Cajon. Make sure that Marshall was off his line just a little bit. Couldn't get a clean hack at that one. Slack. I'd like to hear a little bit more chatter from Westchester. Finding those pockets of space, seeing where the runners go. So far, relying on their team chemistry and intuition. Charlie Wilson has some space to run. He leads Lacey. McGrain, he didn't want to go for it. Cash was kind of waving him on, but ends up Cash winning that one. Iboha, he clatters into two. Lacey tried to move it away from him. That one, though, will stay, fortunately, for the electric shock. Cash, a long ball in. Couldn't find Doamina. Beagle uses his height to get to that header, but not clean enough to find a teammate. Here's Charlie Wilson. Just waiting for that one to go out of bounds. An intelligent way to move up the pitch ever so slightly from the left back. Lacey, he's got to work in tight pockets. And that's fine from Westchester. Let's decongest this channel. Let's move it around to where the players aren't. Ricks. This is a tactical match so far, folks. I think partly because of the gravity of the situation. Lacey jumping to keep that in. Ridge to lay it off. But the tactical nature of the match, one, because it's a semifinal, you don't want to maybe risk too much early on. But two, also the referee kind of keeping the lid on some of those challenges. Players maybe a little bit fearful to step out of line. So they're going to have to use their shape. Remember their tactics to find that opening spot. Kolobali, he moves it on. As Coley, he puts his body on the line in front of Marshall. He was about to yell an expletive there, but he knew the hand was going to the pocket very quick had he done so. Lacey, he could have a shot from here. He lays it off for Ridge. Ridge is exactly where he wants it. It just caught under his foot. That was exactly the chance Westchester was looking for. Ridge. Wilson with a cross to the back post. Slack. That's a push in the back from Slack. Rightly called. Just like in American football, right? The wide receiver, offensive pass interference, pushing off the defender, trying to catch the ball. Same goes here. Rushmore. Marshall unable to handle that one. And back with Westchester it goes. I'll be curious to see when Coach Blaze, the manager of Westchester United, will make a change. Probably come early in the second half, if not at the half. Right now, though, Ridge, he was on the penalty spot. Lacey to nod it forward. A little bit of miscommunication there from Ridge and Wilson. They give it over to the shock. Bengurado with a beautiful step. El Cajon to Lacey. Tries to go for the one-time pass. That one, the long legs of the law, as we said, intercepts. Westchester maybe losing their shape just a little bit. Not able to find the players in those right spaces. Kolobali, good balance to hold off the challenge there. Cash. He moves it past Lacey. down a little bit lightly there. Offside call. Bengura. Oh, great challenge. Unnecessary, but a good challenge nonetheless. Lacey got a little errant hand to the face. Like we were talking about, Coach Blaze for Westchester, when will he make a change? I mean, there's plenty of talent on that bench. I'm looking at Ken Robbie. He is the assist maestro, basically the Pirlo of this squad. Has 13 goals and 7 assists in the APSL. So I'm very excited. He's got a ton of pace, but like we said, haven't seen him in a while, so may have been taking a couple months off. Beagle, he kind of got in the way of his own teammates' run and will stay with Westchester. But he does his defensive duty and wins it back. Besides Ken Roby, and we still have Ryan Noel. He's got 6 goals in the APSL. Definitely a very good attacker. So, still a couple of weapon X's in the deck of cards here for Coach Blaze. Let's see when he decides to put them on the table. Right now it's slack. Wilson. Oh, they get Al Calhoun in a bit of space. They try to leave it off for Ridge, but Cash, he shielded his body well. Ridge frustrated. He went the wrong side of that attempt. Westchester, they're definitely missing Axman here today. He's normally in the spot that Malor is currently in, which allows Malor to move up in the pitch. He can play that more center defensive mid role. He can kind of overload into the attack. With Axman not in the roster today, Malor has to put on his defensive jersey. Doing a great job so far. 50-50. Wilson rising. Now the challenge called. Beagle, he got a little bit higher than Bengura there. Referee stopping for potential head. Got to wave on the athletic trainer just to check him out, see how many stars he's seeing or not. And it will be a drop ball here on the near side. You would think, folks, not much extra time in this one. Probably about a minute or two as we enter the 37th minute of the match. As Bengura goes to take a look with the athletic trainer, that'll cause Westchester to condense their shape here for just a moment. Restarted here. Looks like Westchester will be down a man for now until Bengura is allowed back in. This could be, it's a man-up situation here for the away side in yellow. Let's see if they can do something with it. Looks like Bengura has now been released. He's back to his defensive spot. Mensa. Cole. He goes central. Good interception there from Brennis. Ascoli tries to find Ridge, but couldn't get onto that one cleanly. Gonzalez. Electric City just taking a little bit of the pace out of the game. They know that they've been on the receiving end of a couple of shots. They want to turn now. Doamena on the touch. Scampering through. Here's Gonzalez. He pushes out wide for Cash. That's a nice ball in. had some runners, but the ball just a little too high, even for the likes of Beagle, likes of Marshall. Couldn't get on the end of that. That was well worked from the away side on that attempt. Good to see Bengota okay. Just a little shooken up after that challenge. Nothing more. My lord. Finds his best buddy in Ridge Robinson. Here's Slack now. What can he do but a good recovery run from Cole and Rushmore there to support. Doamina with a good trap in the air. He lays it off. I believe that's Marshall. He goes for a cross. Nace has to one-tap it away. Still remains with the shock. That's a fine challenge. Bodies littering the turf, though. After that one, Doamina up like a shot. Players will never be happy. You blow it, you don't blow it. You've been blowing it, now you're not blowing it. That's Coley with a nice ball. Lacey, this is where he's in a danger man. He clips that one in. Now Cahoon! It's a goal! Westchester United won. Excellent job between those two players. They've been working together for a very long time, and it is paying dividends. Westchester take the lead in this one. Seems like the shock turned off just for a moment, and that is when Westchester United will strike, especially with Lacey on the ball. That'll be another assist for him. That'll be his third on the season across all conferences, his first in the NPSL. El Cahoon, on the other hand, that's his first goal for the NPSL. An important one at that in the 41st minute, right before halftime. So disheartening when you let a goal in at that point. Strong header from Ricks. Hold up play from Ridge. Now he turns, puts on for Lacey. He has to go against Cash of all people. Couldn't beat him there. He'll go out for a goal kick. I have my cameraman, producer Nick Kraus, looking at the replay of that goal. We can chalk up some highlights for you, as well as do some analysis during the halftime presentation. Right now, the goal scorer, he's working his way through some challenges. Eventually, the foul called. He got nipped at the heels, shouldered in the back. Keeps the ball, though. Here's Lacey. Plenty of calls for Ridge. He finds Lacey in the channel. He tries to move it around Rushmore. Stood like a mountain there. Goes out for a corner, however. Now he must defend. This will be the third corner of the match here from Westchester late in the first half. You know what they say, folks. The best time to score a goal is right after one has been scored. Could this be the opportunity? Lacey, the one to stand over it now. He swings that one into the penalty spot. Ridge there. This time McGrain wasn't able to jump to that one. Wilson does well to keep it in. He moves it on. Gonzalez with a defensive effort. My lord, patience and discipline from him. It's Coley to Lacey. I love the way that Lacey has been kind of switching sides, switching his angle of attack. Keeping the other team guessing. It's hard to man marker, track your marker if you don't know where he is. Ibaho. He leaves it on. It's Marshall. He could have a shot on goal. Goes for the cross instead. Appeals for handball. Didn't have a good angle from it in the stands here, folks. Can't make commentary on that one, but you know how I feel about handballs. I feel like if it's unintentional, right, if it hits off your leg and hits your hand, how's that a handball, right? What are you going to do? But by the letter of the law, if it hits your hand, it's a handball. This is the first corner of the match, though, for the away side. Let's see what Cash can do with it. He swings that one out. Ridge, put it away. A desperate effort there from Gonzalez. Just trying to do anything to put his side back in. You can see little sparks of creativity, imagination from the away side. You can see the lethality. Just one moment, the ball could go in. Sort of how it goes sometimes in these matches. There's one team that has a lot of possession, one team playing more counterattack. If you're playing that counterattack, you have to finish the opportunities that present themselves. El Cajon, he finally goes down. Once again, taking challenge after challenge. He might be out of breath as well. We have reached the 46th minute now. Just be about how much time extra will we play. It's Coley. Lacey. One more, Ridge Robinson. That's exactly the kind of balls he enjoys. I feel like this might be one of the last moments of this first half. It's been tactical between these sides. Not much separating them, but a goal from El Cajon. Benguna, the first to step to that one. He's now in the offensive third. Tries to find Ridge, but that pass beyond him. And there you have it. The first half concluded between these sides in the NPSL Keystone West Conference semifinal. We'll see you after 15.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back, soccer fans, to Kildare's Field in Westchester, Pennsylvania. This is our Keystone West semifinal match between your home side, Westchester United in white, and away side, Electric City Shock in the neon yellow. Only one goal is the difference between these two squads right now. That was off of the back of a nice technical strike, number 23, El Cajon. After what was potentially a handball, not a handball. We looked at the replay during halftime. Don't think it was, but it did lead to a little bit of a counterattack. It was the challenge, right? No, that was a different time. There was a challenge in the box from Doamina, number 10, on the Electric City Shock. Clattered into two players. It allowed this channel to be open here on the leftward side. Lacey sprung free, found an open man. That was El Cajon who put it away. The winner of this will face either the PA Classics or the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals, depending on which team wins that semifinal bout. And there we go. The whistle is off, and the next 45 is underway. Our center referee for this match is Philippe Devy. He's been keeping a tight lid on it, calling every ticky-tack foul. As long as you're consistent, I'm fine with it. So that's led to a very tactical game between these two squads. Have to really work their passing, find their shape. A lot of that off-ball movement is what's needed. Can't really battle your way through the midfield when these fouls are being called. Doamina, he tries to move it on, finds Marshall. The give and go there, cut out by Malor. That's a lunging challenge. That will be a foul on the goal scorer, El Cajon. He comes up a little worse from where, after that one, he did reach for it. That will be a foul on him. He's been, like we said, all over the pitch. It's kind of his MO. It's what he wants to do, always chasing after the ball, always getting into the nitty-gritty of things, but it's going to leave you beaten, battered, and bruised. Our athletic trainer runs over, making sure there's no ACL, MCL injury, test out the knee. He was lunging for it, so it's always a potential. That's immediately gonna take the pace out of the game as soon as it starts. Seems like Yassine is better now. He's able to jog off the pitch. He'll have to have a little conversation with the trainer. And then he'll be released back onto the field. Right now it's Tino Nace, the goalkeeper in orange for Westchester. He's going to be dictating what happens next, putting a couple folks into the wall. It'll be Cash and Mensa to stand over this one, though, however, for the Shock. Cash, he was looking like he might go for goal. He does so. Nace, he knew that was never threatening him at all. He just watched that fly by. Westchester, they're going to wait for their 11th man to return to the field of battle, maybe before they get this one restarted. Seems like El Cajon actually might need a little bit more attention than we originally thought. He's getting some of that magic spray over there on the side. Nace, though, put us back into play. Gonzalez, he wants to get in. He wants to be physical. He wants to body you around. Before he was fighting it, now he's, you can see him gritting his teeth every time the whistle's called. Brennis to Bengura. Lacey tried to flick that one on to Ricks. Big body, though, Marshall there to stop it. Cole. He's moving forward. He's finding lots of green. He could have almost cut it centrally there. Doamina, he will take on any challenger. That pass, though, not the right one. Fortunately, falls for the away side. Cole, the call for keep. So they do. Mensa. Looks like El Cajon, he stepped onto the pitch and immediately his leg buckled out from under him. I think he might need to take a seat on the bench. So calls Coach Blaze to then reach into his pocket, see what card he will draw. Like we were talking about in the first half, plenty of members he can choose from. Right now, though, that will cause Westchester to be down a man again. An early cross in from the opposite side. Gonzalez to the top of the box. That's Coley there, though. Or Brennis, excuse me. Both the defensive midfielders hadn't called in the action. Still remains, though, with the shock. Mensa. Reed. He's going for a dangle or two. That cross blocked. Charlie Wilson there to meet it. And that ball will roll out of bounds for a Westchester throw. Looks like we'll have a substitute, and it will be Ken Robbie, the assist orchestrator. Very excited for him to come into the match. See if they can add to their already one-goal lead. Bengoda. Still Westchester down a player. El Cajon is on the bench, receiving treatment. Here's Ricks. Bengoda, once again. Finds Charlie Wilson. He's got a goal on the season in the APSL. It was an absolute bullet of a shot in the playoffs. Well done here from Westchester. Moving the ball around nicely, even though being that player down. Now they look for Lacey. He was the farthest man forward, even though he tried to knot it on Cole. Ricks to keep it in the offensive third, though. Rushmore just gives that a boot away. Ricks, once again, the aerial battle won. Brennis. He's going for the wing. Could drive in, could go for a cross, a step over or two. He lays it off to Lacey. The first touch let him down. We will now have our substitute, which will get us back to even 11v11 soccer. And it will be the speedster, Ken Robbie. For now, though, Electric City shock on the ball. Doamina. He lays it off for Cole. Cole, once again with space. Lays it off here for Yebaha. Yeboha, excuse me. Comfortable save, though, for Nace. I might tally at least his 5th on the match. Ridge sliding like a seal there out of bounds. It's a fine challenge, shoulder to shoulder. Just slipped a little bit on the turf. Mensa goes along with it. That's an all-shoulder challenge. No ball in that one.
Hey, at least get in position to make the call.
I don't know. Rick's very angry about that call. I kind of agree with him. Seems like Marshall is the one that kind of initiated it. So for now, the shock Trying to overload that side. Ricks now. He's getting frustrated. He's got to be careful. You saw Lacey with a big tug on Cole's jersey. Lacey's a feisty one. He's going to stand up for his team more often than not. Usually gets him usually in the book. Cash will be taking it from this side. That'll be the third corner of the match here for the away side. That one an in-swinger to the back post. Nace doing everything he can to get a palm to it. Ridge, the captain, putting his team on his back, blocks that one out. That was well done from the goalkeeper to move through the congested box, get just enough, push that ball away. Beagle. Haven't called his name too much in the attacking work here for the Electric City Shock. Nace waving everybody forward here now. Wants to release the pressure valve. Let's play in their end, he says. Slack. Flicks that one on. Ridge, hustle play there. Brennis. There's a challenge in. Another step here. It's another challenge from 17. Right now, neither team has been able to settle the ball really. It's been back and forth. Stoppages, fouls, out of bounds, goal kicks. The run of play just hasn't been there. Offside call, though, here on Slack. Let's see how the Shock work it out of their own end. They'll start with Rushmore. Once again, he goes long with it. Looks for Marshall. He's going to look for a friend. Lays it off to Kolobali. Gonzalez barely gets that one away. Finds Cash. Nicely closed down there by Westchester. There were no angles, no channels to move that ball through. Mensa doing his best. Beagle poking on. This is a good spell of possession. I like the way the Shock are probing, working the ball left to right, find their man in open space. Delamina, he could have a shot from range. He goes for it. Good block there. Door shut in front of him. Lacey, first touch good. He keeps his head up. Good patience from the winger. I like that from Lacey. Discipline. Maybe he heard me in the stands. He's saying to calm the game down himself. Bengura. Calls for the Shock to find their shape once again. Usually when you go for your attack, sometimes your shape does not as compact. It's a little bit spread. Now that you turn the ball over, got to find it again. Wilson, he's going long. He finds the speedy Robbie. Even right off the bench with the fresh legs. That one too far ahead of him. This is going to be the new plan of attack for Westchester, at least by my book. It's fine. Number 28. Getting the ball more often than not. That's Coley. Good turn into traffic. Ricks just doing just that. Found Roby. He wasn't able to push that one ahead for strikers. Big chest there from Wilson, though. That one, though, will be a handball from the substitute. Chicken wing maneuver. Kept the ball ahead of him. that'll be a handball every time. Rushmore, will he go long with it again? He's moving past the halfway marker. That's usually not where he wants to be. Here's Cole. He lays it off for a running Marshall. He cuts it back. Easily gobbled up there by Nace. That was a good overlapping run. Westchester's got to be wary to that. That could have been a dangerous effort. Nace kind of put Lacey in an awkward spot there, an outstretching limb. Cole and Shock keeping the pressure on. Ridge doing the dirty work here. Brennis. To Azcoli. There's Ricks. He's got some space. Lays it off there for Robbie. Look at the pace. Cole could do anything he can to just try to put a challenge in. The cross is up. That one, the pace taken out of it, though. A decent effort there. Just couldn't get the foot all the way around it. Azcoli. So that one goes wide, but that is the burst of speed from Ken Robbie that we see down that channel. He can beat any defender one-on-one with that pace. Wilson, another aerial one. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. This half seems to be moving just a little bit faster, folks. I think the ref kind of letting a few more things go. Some substitutes coming in, getting some fresh life into this one. Rushmore, take the space given, slowly move his team forward. Lacey now with the press. Doamina, he's gonna go against Ricks, but he's beyond him. Pacing this player as well. He cuts it to the middle. Should be a shot on! And Marshall, he gets all the way under that one. He saw his name in lights. Could have leveled the sides. Fortunately, couldn't get it clean. We will have a substitute. That will be Andrew Beagle. He'll be taking a spot on the bench. As soon as I see that jersey number, folks, I'll let you know who that substitute is. A nice step there from Rushmore. Cuts that one out. Ricks a long throw. Lacey. That one played up for Slack. Couldn't get there. Slack now has to recover against Cash, but we know he's got legs on him. He moves that centrally. Kolbale swings it wide. Doamina. Oh, a good interception there from Ricks. It will lead to a corner, but it had to be. Otherwise, the shot could have been on. Be once again Reed Cash to stand over the fourth corner for the away side. Mace once again will have to fight through traffic, get a mid onto this. Expecting an in-swinger to the penalty spot. There it is. A nice header out there. Oh, it's a double block from Brennis. That last one pinged him right in the noggin. Definitely seeing some sparkles after that. And there it is, number 24. That'll be Ron Przyslupski as the substitute in for Beagle. Referee's job, folks, first and foremost, is to protect the players. That's what they're out there to do. Not there to make enemies. Not there to ruin your team's chance. They want to keep the players safe. So So checking on head injuries, primary objective. Electric City Shock. They've had a bulk of the possession over the last 10 minutes or so. Had a couple good chances as well. You can feel the momentum shifting their way. Maybe that halftime speech, they found something out. Maybe unlock this defensive shape from Westchester. Reed. He tries to lay that one in. Here's Robbie. Works it over to Lacey. I've seen those two work in tandem multiple times in the APSL. Dohumina. He's livid after that one. But it will be Lacey who wins the challenge. Gets the possession back for the home side. Malor. He's surveying. Gives that one a smack. Roby not able to get onto that one, but he does get the return ball. Sends it back to Ridge. Actually uses him as a decoy there. Here's Wilson. To Robbie. He goes beyond a couple of players, but not the final one, and that is Menso stands tall. Now he can counterattack. This is what I've been waiting for from him. Loves to move over the midfield line. He tries to cut it to that center spot. Nobody home. That's a fine challenge from Kolbe. Heel scrape. Those little nicks on the ankles will get called every time here from our center referee. He slows it down once again. That's Coley. Wilson. He's going to switch the pace of play. Finds Robinson. Unfortunate from Ridge. Thought he won the throw. Dawamina. And it's Malor who has to battle against two. He gets the ball though. Nicely. Nice little hip fake there. That one can't find Ridge, however. Now the electric shock could be on. Another defensive effort there from Ricks. Dawamina again commits the foul. And this time, into the pocket goes the referee. That's just going to be for persistence, right? There's nothing too much into that one on Robbie. But Dawamina, over the last 2-3 minutes or so, committing a couple fouls. That'll put him in the book. That was well done from Malor. He had to focus on two attackers at once. Was able to win the ball, keep it away from the net. Brennis. Out wide to Wilson. You can see Robbie in a ton of space. If the ball could just reach him, it does. He brings it down well. Cole, even better though. He's able to push that wide for a throw. Westchester now in their offensive third. Haven't had a good chance yet so far in the second half. This could be the time to do it. Brennis goes long, this time for Ricks. He at least does well enough to keep it in. Can he keep possession? No, he cannot. Malor, like a tower. That's a big challenge there. That's Coley. He knew he was going to take the hit. And he wins himself a free kick. Get restarted quickly here. Here's Robbie. He could take on a player or two. Goes by 3, but he gets turned around a little bit. Malor. That's Coley. To Ricks. He could have a cross in. He does. It's a nice ball. Ridge Robinson off the post. A miraculous effort from the captain. Oh. Well done. Ridge was in the perfect position to increase the score by 1. The woodwork, though, denied him. We knew there was a chance looming. We could feel it. It's time for Westchester's turn. Shaka had a good amount of possession. Good effort there from Lacey to win it back. He goes for a desperate cross. Are there some runners? There's Slack. He puts it back into the mixer. I don't think they were expecting that. Oh, Robbie. He just jumps in front of that one, deflects it out. You like that. There's claps now. There's members off the bench standing up here for Westchester. It's great hustle there from Lacey. McGrain, though, hasn't been tested. The woodwork saved him there. His defensive line blocked a couple as well. McGrain, that one's going out. Fans have to be careful with that one. Here's Ricks. Ridge to hold it up. Very good at doing so. I also like this tactical switch from Lacey. This is what he plays more when he plays for the Westchester Predators in the NPSL, where he's not truly a winger, where he just kind of sticks in the channel, just moves up and down. He's a free-flowing midfielder, kind of can go where the team needs him. That means he can go deep to receive the ball, create space and pressure. Right now, Westchester doing well to maintain possession. Here's Lacey. He lays it off for Ridge, but really, it was for Charlie Wilson. Could he get it across? That one, though, the deflection right off the tippy toe of Wilson, and he'll stay with the shock. Westchester doing well to keep that ball in the offensive third. Desperate shot there from Slack. Once again, Wilson, not afraid of anything. He runs right into that challenge, but it will go out for a goal kick. Still, the score remains 1-0 for the side in white. A nice goal by number 23, El Cahoon, who was substituted off early in his first half. A trip to the Keystone West Conference Final is on the line here tonight, folks. It's a nice long ball there from Mensah. Both lads jumping for it. Now both running for it. This time it's another challenge. Shoulder first. Ricks. You think one more time that call does not go his way? It's going to be tough. Even Wilson getting in on the action. He receives a yellow card. And Ricks as well for dissent. Cole will be the one to launch this one in. Will he go for the box or go short? Short it is. Brennis, who commits the foul. You can see it's Marshall. He's kind of up in the temperature in this game here. He's really testing the limits of the referee. What will he allow? What won't he allow? Find himself on both ends of these fouls, committing and taking. You think at some point the center referee will have some words with him. This is a dangerous spot, though, for a free kick. You can curl that upper 9. You could lay it off for the top of the box. You could go short with it to Doamina, who can then cut in. A lot of options here for Cash. He's going for the back post. Nice get there from Nace, and it's another quick release for him. He finds an on-running Ridge. He switches the pace of play to Robbie. He gets closed down by 2, but maintains possession. to Brennis. Wilson takes a couple shoves. He shows he's stronger. Ridge now. He cuts it back to the top of the box. Slack could have a shot on! Another leaping effort from Grain. Sure hands from the goalkeeper in red. Parries that away. You feel like he had his angle covered. Could have hit the post. But you take no chances in those situations. Got to keep your team in it as best you can. This will be the fourth corner, at least by my tally, for Westchester. It'll be Lacey to stand over it. Referee Felipe Davies has to get in the middle of this one, especially with how the temperatures have flared, especially for Ricks, not receiving the last couple of calls. That's always tough in the mentality, right? You haven't received a couple calls, you're like, now I can test the goal, or the referee, the in-swinging ball. Bengara, he turns that one away, set it towards goal. Good step there from Pripolewski. It's a good challenge for Malort, just to slow him up. He pulled up right at the end and allows Ridge to come through, poke it back to Nace. Robbie, a great touch from him. But can he go by one more? No. Looks like we had another substitute sneak in while I wasn't looking. I'll have to see who that is when the jersey is turned. I believe that is Connor Toole, number 18 for Electric City Shock. He gets his first touch. Calmly done there from Ricks. Slack's waiting for the overlap, and that one intelligently played there by Cole. Pings it off. Toole again. I believe Toole went out for Gonzalez. Don't see him on the pitch any longer. That's a big presence in that defensive midfield on the bench. Rushmore. It's a nice low pass, but Wilson was the first to meet it. Well worked there, but the first touch from the substitute, Pripolewski, wasn't good enough. Another step there from Mensa. You can feel the belief here for the Shock. They know they're not out of this yet. Ricks heads that away. Brennis to Robbie. This is where he wants to be in open space. How does he substitute v substitute? And it's Toole who does well. I believe that was almost a foul, so he was dragging on the jersey just a little bit. Robbie telling his team to calm down just a bit. Let's get in our shape here in the offensive third. We haven't had too many chances in the second half. We need this opportunity. That's a fine challenge. Rushmore. That's a good challenge as well. Here's Ricks. He tries to split the defense. Malort. He's got two to beat. Here's Ricks. Oh, it's a let, but can he keep it in? He can. Cole has to now cut the angle. That's a good run into the box. Ricks frustrated. No one got on the end of that. He did so well to cut that one back. It was a low ball in, just one toe poke. Would have gone beyond the keeper. Will now be the fifth corner of the match here for Westchester. Looks like Robbie will be the one to take. I don't think it's just time yet for some time wasting. It'll be an in-swinging effort. There it is to the penalty spot. Ridge! Couldn't get that one clean. But will go for Westchester once more. Rushmore. He was was feeling it after that challenge. He goes down, maybe bleeding a little bit. That was a hard challenge for Maz Cooley. A fine one, though. All the ball. If he's bleeding, he's definitely got to go off. It's a medical safety issue. That's once again going to take the pace out of the game. It's kind of what Westchester wants at this point. They're up 1 goal. That's a tough lead to hold on to. But the time is ticking away ever so surely. Ricks finds Ridge against Toole. Ridge lays it off to Robbie. He fights against Cole. He goes down maybe a little too easily in the box. Those two are grappling. Slack, a nice run there. Marshall going down easy. Slack, that's a good hustle play from him. The ball will go out of bounds though for the Shock, and they're going to get this restarted quickly. Here's Cash. To Marshall, he's going to have a shake from range. Not a lot of power in that one. An easy one for Nace. He slings that to Robbie. That's Coley. To Robbie. Ridge has to hold his run. He was offsides there. Robbie. He was looking for Lacey running. That one maybe a little too preemptive. We're in the last few minutes of the match, 10 minutes or so in this one. As a reminder, folks, if we are level after 90, we will go to extra time. It'll be 2 15-minute halves. Right now, though, Slack, he's weaving, he's twirling at the top of the box. So many yellow jerseys, though, shutting him down. And it will be Wilson to receive a yellow card. And that will be his second of the match. And a red for Wilson. Once again, Westchester down to 10 men when they face the Shock. This is going to be a head-scratching moment. A couple wrinkles now for Coach Blaze. How does he hold on to a 1-0 lead? 10 members down. Should this go to extra time, they have 10 members to hold on for 30 minutes. That would be a dire situation indeed. That's a frustration tackle from Wilson. It all stretches. It feels like his side has gotten the short end of the stick on some of the calls, as all players do. Mensah. Will he have license to go forward now? Man up. Doamina. Cole. They're going to let that go. And a good shield there. Good battle there from Robbie. Doamina looking for anybody to take his case. Nobody hearing it. There has to be now a mentality shift for Westchester. This has not been their half. Only a few opportunities going their way. Mace. Rushmore, first to meet that one. Ridge. There's Lacey. He could do some work. He just has to get on the end of the ball. Robbie, way to pluck it away. He can reset possession here. Ricks doing well there. He can move his team forward. Westchester never known to sit back. That pass, though, not the right one. Ricks now. He cuts inside. He gets tripped up. And it will be right outside the box. A blade of grass would have been the difference between a penalty and a free kick. And that will be a yellow card to Koulibaly. Now the referee quickly going to his pocket after each and every challenge. That was a good effort from Ricks. That's what you have to do. Yeah, the call's not going your way. Yeah, teammate just got a red card, but keep a level head. Find the opportunities when you can. Lacey, he's going to be sizing this one up. I think he's going to try to curve it, looking for Ricks. He's feeling bouncy. He's feeling spry over there. He clips that in. Rushmore is at that near post. Robbie, he thought about taking the shot, but maybe one touch too many. Rich Robinson, a desperate challenge. There will be a foul called, even though the player had leaped over it. Now you see what the game means to these players, the way they're getting into it. You think that might be another card for Dawamina, and that could send him off the pitch. Then we'd be level again. Oh, sorry, that's Koulibaly. He still has a yellow card nonetheless. Here's Mensah. 2. Here's Dawamina. Easily beyond Ricks. 2 members to get to that. Tool trying to make his way into the box. He lays it off. Dawamina! That one, I'll say the wind took. You saw a slice right off the edge of his boot and wide. You know Dawamina, he's always going to fancy a chance from distance. Especially at this late in the game, you think the moment of magic will be his. Mace. He's moving all the troops up. He wants to try to pin the Shock deep in their own third. They have to win it though. Slack. He was up and over. Tool. Nice pass to Dawamina. He's going to look to take on challengers. A good little shimmy. The second pass, though, always off the mark. Koulibaly to Mensah. He goes for a long-range effort. Oh, my goodness. We know he likes to be involved in the attack, but a wasted chance, especially with the team up. Like to have that one back. That gives Nace a couple more seconds off the clock. He can push his team up once again, create another 50-50 chance. Gotta be smart on the ball in these situations. Nace, another smack of that one. A couple players getting bodied up. Dawamina only goes as far as Ricks. He just clears his lines to once again, just a little bit more of that precious clock. LaGrain. To Mensah. He has plenty of turf ahead of him. He tramples right along it. Switch of field now. Marshall to bring it down. He's got to go beyond Ricks. Those two tangled up. Once again, Marshall finds himself on the floor. He's cramping up a little bit as well. That's a wicked Charlie horse. You can see him writhing in pain there. Even Ricks recognizes how hard that is. Both friend and foe helping out there. Unfortunately, that shot is always going to be off the mark, but you applaud the effort nonetheless. I believe even Malort is in the mix, trying to help him out. Well, that'll add a few more seconds to the extra time. Now the trainer finally waved on here. She has had a lot to do in this one, because getting her steps in today for sure. Jogging back and forth from the midfield line. Gives everybody a chance for a little bit of a water break, a little bit of maybe some tactical discussion. How are we going to manage these final 3 to 5 minutes of the game? Westchester can hang on to this. This is a tale of two halves. Westchester in the first, Electric City Shock in the second. It's just about that one moment, that one opportunity that you strike gold. So far, Westchester's the only one who's found it so far. Marshall, his head in his hands. He is feeling this one for sure. He's been playing very aggressive, a lot of hustle play in this second half for him. Definitely raised the temperature in the match. Even Rick's to help him up. Yeah, he may be frustrated, but he's a good sport nonetheless. I think that will be the end of Marshall. Fans here, some standing, some on that final little edge of the bleacher, waiting for that final whistle to be called. They can cheer their team on to a conference final. Mace, once again, pushing his team forward. I don't believe a substitute has been called on here. Yeah, still 10 members for the Shock by my count. Ridge thought about that challenge, but pulled out of it last second. Doamina. Iboha. He tries to find that final pass, but that one intercepted. Mensa. He sends it all the way back. Good compact shape here for Westchester. Here's Robbie. He's putting the pressure on. Tool calmly done. Rushmore tries to lift that one for Doamina, but extended too far. Here's Ricks. He flings that one forward. Ridge to flick it. Back with Rushmore it goes, however. Lacey closes him down. He gets another hand to the face. The ref not going to call that one. The ref now finally saying, okay, maybe a head. He did get smacked in the face. Calls the trainer again. Now he's going to have to sort that one out. Lacey, he's going to be called off. Now he's complaining. Well, then don't go down like that in the first place. The ref's job is once again to maintain the safety of the players. That's what he's going to do each and every time. Looks like Marshall has recovered enough, has done his physical therapy regimen. Is now allowing the players to come back in. Doamina, he goes for an early cross. As Coley, bunnies in his sneakers. It's a huge jump from him. Can the cross get away? No. Good defense there from Ridge Robinson. He knows he has to help protect the lead at this point. He weaves out of a couple challenges, unleashes Lacey. He's going to rush at Rushmore again. May have not gone beyond him, but he still keeps the throw, keeps possession. That's about how much more time is in this one. The clock has reached 90, and it's been like that for a bit. That one slipped out of the hands of Ascoli. Unless the throw never went in at all. It's hard to see from this angle, folks. Apologies for that. Gives Ascoli a second chance to go only as far as Rushmore. Bengura. He's got to close down. Lifted to the back post. Doamina brings it down, but brings it down away from net. Tool, the overlapping run. He's going to go low with the cross. Somebody has to be home to finish it. Lacey with a defensive effort, a goal-saving effort, a conference-saving effort.
Give him a yellow. Be consistent. They're complaining. Give him a yellow.
Lacey.
Oh, it's a yellow. That's a yellow. We got two for that.
Everybody now wants a yellow. That stop from Lacey can't be understated, though. However, that is basically a goal-saving effort. That low cross from Tool, well done. An inviting ball. Somebody's had to poke at it. Poking at it was Lacey to win a goal kick. Here's Robbie.
That's out. That's out.
Tool. Caught between two minds there was Tool. Wasn't sure to dribble, to pass. Ricks now to throw it in. He gives that a good heave. Ridge, we've seen that before. That one, unfortunately, off of Robbie and out. Mensa. Watching the ref diligently blow the whistle. Move towards his lip. Doamina. He feels like there's one more chance at least for him. He goes central. He's looking for somebody to make an overlap and run. He'll find Tool. He goes for a cross. Allure. Good effort there. Mensa, will he have another shot from range? No. And there it will be. Westchester United desperately hangs on for a victory here. It's a 1-0 win for the home side in white. A great battle against the Electric City Shock. Westchester United will move on to the Keystone West Conference Final that will happen this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, either against the PA Classics or the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. You can head to the NPSL.com website to see who won that match and see who Westchester will be facing this weekend. As always, folks, I'm Phil Boda with producer and cameraman Nick Krause. It's been a pleasure guiding you through it this evening. We'll see you next time.